What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Over the Octagon podcast. We're here right after UFC 306, UFC Noche, UFC at the Sphere last night between Sean O'Malley and Merab Dvalishvili. We're going to go through the entire card during this week's episode. We're going to go through each fight, dissect all the fights. A lot of decisions, only 2 finishes out of the 10 fights at the entire card at the Sphere last night. But a couple dominant performances. We're going to discuss each one of those and get into what's next for these fighters on the card, plus Merab and new champion. Dominant performance over Sean O'Malley. Same thing with Valentina Shevchenko. Dominant performance over Alexa Grasso. 2 new champions in the UFC after last night's pay-per-view event. We're going to go through the entire card and discuss. Also, we went after our Bantamweight title fight last night. The boys decided to continue our streak of Mount Rushmore discussions, and we opened it up to a Mount Rushmore of the Bantamweight division. There's a lot of things people don't know about these smaller weight classes and smaller divisions in the UFC. The Bantamweight division was never even a part of the UFC until late 2010, beginning of 2011. It was only a part of an organization called the WEC that the UFC bought around that time period. So we're going to discuss our Mount Rushmores of the Bantamweight division, past and present, and we're going to give you our thoughts on that. Okay? And if you're watching and you're not already, please hit that subscribe button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, turn on notifications to never miss another episode. Hit the thumbs up, like the video for me. Helps push out our content, support our show. If you're listening on Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, or Spotify, don't forget to turn on automatic downloads and rate the show 5 stars. Catch y'all on the next one. Enjoy the fucking video, baby.
Hey, pussy, are you still there?
I actually admire that you can actually be this fake. And like when the TV comes on, how you can just change. You're the scum of the earth.
You don't doubt me, so I couldn't do it. The odds that I couldn't do it. Look at me now. That's it.
What's up, boys?
Viva la Mexico! What the fuck is up?
UFC 306, UFC Noche, UFC The Sphere. Last night,
One for the
fresh
books.
off. I mean,
Not for the
you,
fight.
What do you rate the card? What do you rate the card out of
We're
10?
jumping right into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give me a preemptive. We don't got to do a crazy deep dive right now, but what do you rate the card out of 10? All things considered.
0.5.
6.5. Okay.
Wow. So you're talking everything together, like
Everything. What do you rate the card? The experience in general.
Oh, man.
If you're
8.8. 8.8. Production, a 10. But overall, 8.8.
I give the production a fucking 12.
I feel like you got to. If you take production out of it, though, 6.5 on the card.
What?
But production's a part of it, so.
Yeah, I know.
This is why we got a podcast.
Yeah, I give it a 9. I think I give it a 9.
I love the fights, man. There were some fucking
there was some
wars,
bangers.
guys. Yeah.
There was some fucking bangers. Anyway, we're back. Another episode of Over the Octagon podcast with your hosts, Joel, Evan, and Nick.
Yes,
We're
sir.
here fresh off UFC 306, UFC Noche, UFC The Sphere. Last night, Sean O'Malley, Merab Dvalishvili, Alexa Grasso, Valentina Shevchenko. Excuse me. Yeah, now let's get right into it. Merab defeats Sean O'Malley by unanimous decision. Thoughts.
Man, it's Sean O'Malley's great for the UFC. He's great for Dana White. But I'm not going to say this wasn't unexpected. Sean O'Malley was going to have trouble stuffing all these takedowns. I mean, Merab's fucking tank is full at all times, and he proved that. That's scary. That's fucked up. He's a cardio monster.
It's actually insane, yeah.
Yeah, and Sean O'Malley could not keep the pace. He looked like he was tired the whole entire time. And, yeah, it was tough to watch, but, I mean, wasn't that unexpected, you know?
Was it that unexpected, or was it like, did we expect more from O'Malley, or did we get exactly what we thought was going to happen?
I wanted more. I thought more was going to happen. I thought there was going to be some big hits from O'Malley, man.
I did too. Henry Cejudo did a better job than Sean O'Malley.
Oh, I hope he hears that. He'd love that.
To be fair, I mean, he had bigger hard hits moments. Like Sean O'Malley didn't even really do anything. He hurt Merab in the 5th with the body shot, but outside of that,
with the front body kick.
Like 49 significant strikes in 25 minutes. You got outstruck like essentially 214 strikes to 49.
Yeah, so
I get it. There were the takedowns, but
so the strikes, a lot of them came on the ground for Merab, obviously.
Sure.
Merab kneed the fuck out of Sean's thigh.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Dude, it was just constant knees to the thigh. But like the one thing I gotta give Merab some credit is his movement, because I feel like that is the thing where people like aren't talking about enough. Why wasn't Sean able to hit him on the feet with the hands? It can't solely be because, I'm worried about a takedown. He's been worried about a takedown from other people his entire career.
Sure.
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody fight Sean O'Malley and move the way that Merab was fucking moving.
Golly, he didn't stop, man.
He doesn't stop. He's bouncing around. He's, and he like, it looks kind of frantic, but it's concise.
Sure.
And it's thought out. It's methodical, because you can watch, and DC picked up on it last night on the broadcast too, because he kept saying, he's about to go. He's about to go. He's dancing around him. He's bobbing, he's weaving, he's moving. There's not really anything happening on the feet. Seemed like it was hard for, Sugar to really do anything and get any combos or anything like that going. And then Merab just moves around the cage, dude. When he gets O'Malley into position where he wanted him to be, boom, blast takedown. Or he waits for O'Malley to throw a right hook and then ducks it, boom, takedown.
Yeah, man.
What did y'all think about O'Malley's coach last night? I was honestly not very happy with that.
There was 2 things he did. The first one was controversial with the whole entire. I guess he was trying to do the whole entire Aljo Sterling, fucking up his hearing and stuff like that. Say random shouts and commands out there. I don't know, man. I would have been like, fucking go attack your boy. Go attack him. It's the 5th round. You've lost every round. Go ham.
Yeah, like I disagree. Like I was very against the way he was like talking to Sean in between rounds. Like
that's how he always talks to him, though.
I hate it, dude. Yeah, but he can talk to him like that because he's been winning fights. But this he was fucking getting his ass whooped. Like light a little spark under him. Call him a bitch. Tell him you suck.
I mean,
get it together, dude. What are you fucking doing?
He's been his coach forever, right? So like, you would think that he knows what's going to work to motivate his fighter, not us sitting at home listening going, why is he not calling him a fucking dumbass and telling him to fucking get in there?
I mean, dude, when
you know what I mean? Like,
to him, it's almost over, bud. One more round. Like,
yeah.
What the fuck is that shit?
I don't know. He could have meant like, it's almost over, like you're running out of time here.
Like, it's okay, buddy. You're almost there.
Maybe he knew. Maybe he knew he didn't have an answer for Merab. I mean, that was obvious.
Yeah,
until that, last round he hit him to the body, but like that was so minimal. It really, I mean, Merab was still moving around. It definitely hurt him, but he really wasn't in jeopardy to get finished. Yeah. I mean, listen, people can fucking cope and be upset, be sad. But, dude, to not give Merab fucking, you got to give Merab props.
Yep, you got to, man. What'd y'all think about the kiss?
He's
weird.
Yeah,
that was
he
nuts.
did the same. He did the same shit in the Cejudo fight. You know what I mean? Like, that's just him, dude. He's a fucking maniac.
He's a nut. I like
He's
it,
a
dude. That's
maniac. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think he's a problem. Like, he's a problem for anybody to beat. I don't really like the idea of Merab and Umar because I don't see that being a super exciting fight.
It's gonna suck.
But it's definitely the most even matchup. Like, there's nobody else. There's nobody else in bantamweight that's fucking with Merab.
Man, and I thought it was going to be the change from all these, Russian wrestlers dominating the UFC. I thought it was about to be the strikers' time. And then you have Bilal do the same thing Merab does pretty much and just suffocate you.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it's their time again, man, unfortunately.
Well, it's just a dominant style. Like Merab never stops. Even when he gets a takedown, we talk I can kind of brush off those knees to the thigh because it's almost like a fucking joke of a strike. Like he never really did any significant damage to O'Malley. But he never stopped throwing something the entire time.
That'll frustrate you.
Dude, what the fuck? Like when he took O'Malley down, he just held the body lock.
Yep.
And then he's just fucking kneeing him the whole time. Doesn't stop kneeing him. Never stops kneeing him. Holding him down, body lock. Then like O'Malley starts moving to get away, do whatever. He's patient. He takes his time. He gets to a different position. Then he starts throwing punches. O'Malley grabs his head. He's fucking punching him in the ribs. He's like, dude, he just never stops. It's insane. The pace that he puts on people, it is incredible, dude. And the whole time he's just a fucking lunatic in there doing it.
He could have gone 8 rounds, man.
I don't know.
What's his
I would
cap?
like to see him go. Yeah, like how long can he do?
What's
that?
his gas tank like?
Him and Umar, 8 rounds. See what they can do.
Dude, I don't know how long he can do that. I would love to find out. Maybe we'll ask Frivola. Frivola's trained with him, right? With Ray Longo, Sarah Longo, or whatever. So
yeah, sure.
I wonder how many rounds can he do? Like
who knows?
Before he's tired, or does he ever get tired? Like, is he just a freak?
That man doesn't go anywhere where cigarettes are allowed in the state.
He just has the lungs of a pure lung.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. I mean, I know O'Malley's big fan favorite. People like knockouts. That's why they like O'Malley, because that's what he gives you. Merab is not a finisher either.
Nope.
So, I mean, I don't know if I think it's probably bad for the UFC overall. It would have been much better for the UFC as a brand for O'Malley to get the win.
For sure.
But I mean, fuck, dude.
This raises the question. I had it in my notes.
Okay.
Was he ever that good? Or did he just get lucky throughout his career?
Nah, he's incredible. I mean, like
he's great, but again, controversial win over Petr Yan, a possible early stoppage against Aljamain Sterling, dominated by Merab. I mean, he was a champ. He was great, but was he an overrated champion?
Yeah, he hasn't been a champ that long either, though. So
yeah, I don't know if you can say he was an overrated champion. I just think.
Oh yeah, he was. I mean, this was his first title defense, right? No,
second.
Cheeto.
He beat the fuck out of Cheeto.
That's
which
true.
Again, like Cheeto's got some big wins. Cheeto's no slouch. I mean, he beat the dog shit out of Cheeto.
That's
true, but
his striking is elite. His striking is elite. There's no question.
But is it top 5 in the UFC elite?
Top 5 striker in the UFC.
Because we've discussed this before.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, I know, like, I'm not even trying to be funny when I say this. I think Poirier fucking kills him.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Like, there was talks after watching
Cheeto
that fight
last night, 1000%.
There was talks of after the Cheeto fight. O'Malley's like talking about. Well, here's another positive, and then I'll finish what I was about to say. You're not going to hear any more double champ talk
No.
for a while, so that's good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know, because after O'Malley's last defense against Cheeto, he was like throwing out all these crazy ideas and threw out a fight against Ilya, which I think Poirier fucking kills him, because I think he does the same thing Merab does, not with the wrestling, but with his movement and the way he corners him, just like he did to Volk. Really, like he's gonna get him in a position, he's gonna corner him against the cage somewhere, he's gonna hit him with a right hand, and it's gonna be fucking bad.
Could be.
I don't think so. Like, with that being said, to answer your question, top 5 striker in the UFC, probably not. I mean, Alex Pereira, I'd put ahead of him. Ilya, I would put ahead of him.
Roundtree's got hands.
I would
Roundtree
put.
ahead of him, but
I would probably.
would
Man,
you
I don't
put
know. I mean, maybe
John ahead of him.
You could put him at number 5, I think, or maybe 4. Oh, Max Holloway. You can't forget about that guy.
right. Max Holloway,
John Jones still exists.
Yeah, John Jones. Yeah.
Tom Aspinall still exists.
Dustin
Yeah, I
Poirier's
mean,
got hands.
I don't know if I think they're better than him overall, but I don't know if they're like better pure strikers than O'Malley. I think like when O'Malley's in that, you know, quote unquote flow state of striking, I would.
He was not in any kind of flow
No.
last night
No.
at all.
Mm-mm.
You could just tell he was off.
Oh,
It was a bad night. Not sure where his mind was. To be honest, I don't even think he looked good coming out. Like coming out into the octagon, he didn't look like the normal O'Malley, in my opinion. I don't know.
Maybe he just. I mean, dude, it's a tough fight for anybody. Your big ass, big event.
Like
You
I
know,
wonder
once-
if he went in there knowing like I'm likely going to lose this fight. But if you go into a fight thinking that, why not just fucking go all out? If you already think you like 80% chance you're losing this fight, why not try to fucking do some shit that you may have never
I mean,
done
you
before,
keep
know?
saying that, and it's like kind of. What do you mean? Like he didn't try? You're saying he didn't try to do anything? Is that
I
what
don't
you're
feel like
trying to say?
Kind of, yeah, because it didn't look like he was trying
I don't
to.
think that's fair to say. Like
I
I
don't
think
know.
that's an insane thing to say. That he just like basically went out there and laid down. Like that's
I
crazy.
don't think he laid down. No.
Okay,
but I
so he
do
went
think-
out there and tried to do what he could do, but like
Eh.
you have an opponent that's not going to let you do whatever you want to do,
Like,
and you got to
could he have
figure out
thrown
ways
more-
around that.
Could he have
You think
thrown
he-
more leg kicks to try to like was
You're
he
gonna
timid?
throw more
Well, that's what I'm
kicks
saying.
against the
Was he-
dominant
was he-
wrestler. That's your answer.
Was he timid to throw stuff because he knew he was going to get taken down? Type
Of
shit?
course,
Like,
but that's the
You think
cerebral game plan that comes against fighting and styles and matching styles. Yeah, of course you're going to throw less kicks against the dominant wrestler than you are against Cheeto. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I think
I
you
don't
think
know,
he
he could've
played it
landed
safe. I think you think he played it safe. You know,
Like I only saw like one or two
well,
knees
safer.
thrown
But I mean, he
on
definitely
the-
did try. That's for sure. But
Yeah.
I think you think he played it safe, and I think he played it safe a little bit too. Because the thing is, his mind was so fucked. If he did rush in, he was going to get tackled. If he did kick, he was going to get tackled. If he did anything, he was going to get tackled.
Yeah.
It's fucked.
I think the difference happened like right away.
Yeah.
So when he fought Aljo, yeah, like on the scorecard he lost the first round against Aljamain Sterling, but he had some success like defending takedowns against
Exactly.
Aljo right away. He didn't against Merab.
That's true.
He got taken down and held down for 2+ minutes. You know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah.
fucking scary because then it's like, fuck, dude, I'm as fresh as I'm ever gonna be in this fight right now, and you don't know what it feels like in there either, right? Like we can sit here, we're watching it, but we don't know what it actually feels like. You've simulated, a training camp knowing you're going to go up against this guy, this wrestler, and maybe you felt good in camp, you felt good going into the fight, then you get into the octagon, this dude takes you down with ease, right? And then you go, oh, fuck, this is not what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Like, this is way different than I thought it was. And that's demoralizing, like, right away.
It is for sure.
They
You know
gotta
what I
figure
mean?
out a way to stop it, man. They got to start. There's just got to be a cure to fix this fucking smothering wrestling. It might be a knee. incorporate more Muay Thai knees when they're shooting. I don't know, man. But
Well, and maybe as much as I hate to say it, maybe Umar's the answer. Like Umar has really good striking. Umar started off with a kickboxing base, and now is a dominant Dagestani wrestler as well. But like his initial start in martial arts was in kickboxing. His striking's very good.
Yeah,
there's a chance that that's the fight, that we've seen a lot recently, to where, dominant wrestler, it kind of null and void each other, and then it ends up being a striking battle, and Umar fucking knocks him out.
Do we think that?
I think it's possible.
That's the next fight.
Yeah, I think that's super. I think that's super possible. I don't know. Fight just happened last night. We're gonna have to see how things kind of shake out, as far as that goes. But
here's the question, and we can stop it after this because we've been on it for a bit.
Yep.
What's next? Merab's next is Umar. We know this, but what's next for O'Malley? Do we finally get O'Malley Sandhagen?
I get a rematch.
I'd say rematch with Jan.
A rematch with Jan?
Yeah, I don't think Sandhagen's there. I don't think, and it does nothing for O'Malley. O'Malley, a rematch with Jan puts him back in, and if he wins that, it puts him back into getting a rematch for a title.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
So because right now we're looking, you got what? Merab, Sean, Umar. No, Umar's not even in the top 5, right?
No, Umar's 2, bro.
He's 2, right?
Yeah.
And then you have, not Umar, not in the top 5. Sandhagen's not in the top 5.
He's 4.
Or is he 4? Okay.
Yeah, he's 4.
Figgy. 5.
Yeah, so that's going to be the thing. Figgy, which, does he have a fight right now? I don't think so, right?
I don't think so either.
Him and Sandhagen could fight.
Figgy.
I think they do Figgy Jan though, but
that was the talk. But who knows now after O'Malley dropping the strap? That's a number 1 contender fight. If they do Figgy Jan, that's a number 1 contender fight.
But then do they do O'Malley Sandhagen?
Possibly, yeah. I don't know.
Well, let's set it up for that.
Maybe, yeah.
So
yeah, I don't know. I think O'Malley Sandhagen is kind of like fighting down for O'Malley, but if they're already, it's not announced, but if they do Peter Yan, Davison Figueiredo, then I don't know. But again, the fight just happened last night. With that happening, and you get a a new champion, a lot changes.
Yeah,
a lot always fucking changes when you get a new champ. You know what I mean? Because he obviously, his goal is going to be to get back to a title shot. Same thing with Strickland, the middleweight division.
Sure.
You know what I mean? You had Strickland beat Izzy, then DDP beat Strickland. Strickland's waiting to fight DDP again, but DDP fights Izzy. It gets this, you get into this love triangle of title contenders. So we'll see. But dominant performance by Merab Dvalishvili.
For sure.
And new UFC Bantamweight champion. Congrats to him. Dominant performance. Co-main event.
2 and news.
Yeah, 2 and news. Co-main event, Valentina Shevchenko and Alexa Grasso. Did you guys see that video? The reporter at the post-fight press conference asked Dana White about fans, and he was saying he hopes that new fans, he expected a lot of new fans to be tuning into this event for what it was, because it was at the Sphere, and says, I just hope that they turned it off before the co-main event.
Yeah.
He said that.
Yeah.
I love that dude, man.
Yeah, he said that. So he was like, and if they did, then they're probably fans. And if they didn't, well, oh well, So he was definitely not a fan of that, but which
Valentina
I wasn't
dominated.
either. Yeah, it's kind of the same. It was the same thing. It was like a copy-paste fight, co-main and main. Was it not?
It really was, yeah.
Same bullshit.
She was taking Grasso down with ease, though. Which is
yeah. It just seemed like, she, in my opinion, played it safe and just did exactly what she had to do to win the fight convincingly.
Yeah. Yep. The best,
you know what I mean?
That way.
And Merab did the same thing. Merab stuck to a clear game plan. Never
Agree.
stayed in one place, which made it hard for Sean to really get in and touch him. And then took him down, and when he took him down, he held him down. He did enough work on the ground for them, to not like stand him up or do anything like that. He didn't cause any real damage, though. He never had O'Malley hurt.
But the
I don't
bad
know
thing
that
about
she really
Grasso
had.
is Grasso didn't do anything enough to speak for a rematch, like a fourth. She got beat too. She got beat too dominantly to even deserve to fight again for the belt.
Yeah.
So now you have to put Manon Fiort against Valentina instead of Grasso.
Yeah, well, I think, it would have had to be super close.
Yeah.
But again, like, it would have had to be just like their second fight that ended in a draw. It would have had to be just like that, but it wasn't. And honestly, I'm glad. Like, I don't want to see 4 fights. Like, that's too much.
Sure.
If a trilogy can't solve it, dude, we got to just move on. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm glad the trilogy, like the whole like Figgy and Brandon Moreno thing, like, dude, that's like ridiculous just because you don't have any more challengers.
But at least them, when they fought 4 times, every fight was a fucking banger.
Yeah, but it's because there was nobody else at that time.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Now in the flyweight, you have some more, more contenders. And like Moreno dropped out. He beat Kai Kara France, in that time period and things like that. But I think it's good for, that women's flyweight division. Alexa Grasso was pound for pound number 1, women's pound for pound number 1. I would assume Valentina, or maybe they give it to Zhang Weili, but I would assume Valentina, now as champion, also takes women's pound for pound ranking number 1. Manon Fiort right now is ranked number 2 in the flyweight division. Coming off, who'd she beat last? Blanchfield, right?
Blanchfield, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Who's 3? It's not like she beat a lower ranked opponent to get where she is. Like, she beat a top 5 person to be 2, and and that's the fight. I mean, that's a striking battle for sure.
And they both have good takedowns as well. Fiort and Shevchenko have good takedowns. So it's like this could be a perfect stylistic matchup for the both.
I'm arguably more excited to see Valentina Shevchenko, Manon Fiort than I am Grasso Shevchenko. Like, I just think Fiort's like more dangerous than Grasso.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And she's sick, man. She has a good chance.
Yeah,
even the submission attempt she had last night, like I like the commentary. They were like, "Oh, she's in trouble. She's in trouble. She's in trouble." Like, I never saw Shevchenko like truly in trouble. Her posture was so good,
dude. Went for Grasso went for a sub, and the crowd was going crazy. I'm like, that's not even close to being locked in both times.
Yeah,
I was like, what are we doing?
Shevchenko was fully up, like. Like anytime, armbar, guillotine, anytime, she was always in
the only thing that it does is it makes Shevchenko have to react. You know what I mean? And then she has to be defensive. So in threatening, all these submissions, it makes Shevchenko have to be defensive.
Sure.
So then she's not putting damage on Grasso. But you can only do that so much, and she did. She got him in she got her, she threatened a couple different, submissions, but none of them were enough to even win her around. You know what I mean? So not a big deal. But kind of a uneventful main and co-main, man.
Yeah. And new though for both of them. And now the fun begins where we really got some banger fights.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Ortega Lopes, like, does Lopes have, outside of Alex Pereira, some of the best aura in the UFC?
That mullet gang is huge, bro. Yes.
Yeah.
Mine's off.
Is his aura just like fucking just speaks for itself, bro? He's a beast.
Yeah, Diego Lopes is a savage.
He's about that fucking life.
Savage, dude.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
He's about it.
I think. I mean, it's exactly what I thought would happen. I'm pretty sure I predicted a decision there. And like, I thought Diego Lopes's grappling was close enough to compete with Ortega's.
Yes.
that then the difference would be in a stand-up and in the striking battle, which Lopes clearly would win, and that's exactly what happened.
I was surprised by Ortega not going for more takedowns and actually standing the whole time. You would think that he would try at least, but he had no chance of beating Diego Lopes in a standing war, and he stuck around the whole time.
He got rocked hard in the first.
It was weird.
So he's credited with no takedowns. He definitely tried them, and they ended up on the ground a few times due to some knockdowns and stuff like that. But I just think Diego Lopes has really good grappling and takedown defense and good wrestling. Like he's pretty well rounded. His striking's not super elite, like he does kind of throw these wild looping hooks and
he throws them hard though. That's the thing though. His punches are hard.
Yeah, he definitely throws hard shots. And I mean, that brings you back into the featherweight mix. So they gave him the number 3 ranking pretty much last night, basically. They crowned it. You have Topuria fighting Max Holloway coming up. Volk still the number 1 contender. And then you have
fucking awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know if Volk's just waiting on I feel like Volk's just waiting on a title shot. He's going to wait for the winner of this.
That he would be open for an interim title fight against Lopes.
So I saw that, but why would there be an interim champion?
That doesn't make sense.
Maybe depending on, somebody get hurt or something. Like, I don't know if that would happen.
All right, because I saw that as well this morning and was kind of confused by that. Like, what does he mean? Like, does he know something we don't know?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
What if Topuria was hurt or something? Or
right?
Who knows?
Right.
Or him and Max go to like absolute war, and I guess maybe that's what he meant. I don't know, but I saw that as well. So I was a little curious on what he meant by that.
But so I think ultimately though Volk is just waiting around for the winner of Max Holloway, Ilia Topuria, and for another title shot. So I don't know, what happens with Diego Lopes next. But Ilia and Max is like the first or second week in October. So, we'll be seeing that it's less than a month away. I do know that. I think it's October 9th. So we'll see that less than a month away, Ilia and Max. And then we'll kind of have a little bit more clarity on what'll happen with Diego Lopes. But I mean, dude, that was a dominant win for him too.
Yeah, it was great.
In my opinion.
It's a great win, man. I'm here for it. Like, let's get it rocking, Diego.
This shows how good he is on a full camp. Like, just a full camp, no issues. Like, 300 is, like, hard to judge him off of because of all the things that happened during all of that. Like, 3 weight classes up. Like,
not 300. That wasn't 300. That was the most recent. That was his fight against Ige. That wasn't 300.
Yeah. What was that?
303?
That was three. Let's see.
It was in Vegas. I know that.
Yeah, it was 303. Pereira Prohaska. Yeah.
Look at that. I'd be guessing shit, man.
Yep, 303.
303.
So that was in the end of June.
Okay.
That was in the end of June. So.
But either way,
dude, quick
can't really
turnarounds.
Judge him off of that because of that,
He makes some quick turnarounds too, because you got to think he fought at 300, destroyed Youssef.
Yep.
Fights 2 months later, at the end of June, right? Goes to a decision and a pretty, kind of a war with Dan Ige. Not a fucking easy fight, that's for sure. And then, here you are now, 2.5 months later. And you're fighting, the number 3 ranked contender in the world, and you go to another decision. I mean, dude, he's active. Diego Lopes is active.
Yeah,
dude.
He's ready, man. He's as active as Alex Pieta. Those two guys are fucking active.
I love it, bro. I love it. It's incredible. It is the aura. That's the aura. But that's the thing. Like, that's why fans love him so much. And he wins, and he goes out there and does crazy shit, and he takes an opponent on 6 hours' notice and beats him,
man.
and fights every 2 months. You know what I mean? Like, what a rise for him too. Like how
I
quick,
know, right?
less than a year, and now he's arguably in a title picture.
Yep.
Yep, he made it. He made his destiny with this shit, dude.
Yeah,
Crazy.
forced his way.
And he was
Got
number
it.
12 going into last night, right?
Hell
Correct.
yeah.
It's stupid.
Yeah,
That is stupid. Damn.
I said that when we were watching the fights.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
man, what a jump, dude, from 12 to 3. Like, typically when we see the 12 ranked guy fight the number 3 ranked guy, it's like not great
Levels
for the
to the
12.
shit,
Yeah, like you see how really different it is from just top 15 to top 10 to top 5. Like,
That's like Steve Urseg.
Ursig tried it. Yeah.
yeah, Urseg tried it, right. But truthfully, he's not 12. He was always better than 12.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no doubt.
Agreed.
And it's hard to judge him on the Dan Ige fight because, like, Dan Ige is so fucking tough. He's good, and you took it on 6 hours' notice. Like, you're taking a fight against a guy that you did not expect to be fighting at all. So, like, I don't know if he got enough props for that, taking that fight. Ige got all the props, as he probably should, for saving the card and whatever.
Yeah.
But, Diego Lopes deserves the same amount of praise from that, in my opinion.
Agree.
But solid performance. Congrats to him. Number 3 ranked featherweight in the world, Diego Lopes.
I'd say the rest of the card, though, is pretty good.
The rest of the card was phenomenal. Yeah, I mean,
next, the fight before that, fight of the night, Zellhuber and Ribovics.
Yeah.
It was a war.
Yeah, so Zellhuber, Ribovics, that got fight of the night last night. Ribovics got the split decision, but that was a war. Dude, that was it the second round? I think the second
at it.
The second round, they hurt each other. Zellhuber almost got knocked out.
Yes.
Then he almost knocks out Ribovics. It was
with the
like
elbow. With the elbow.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that fight was fucking bananas.
It was great, man. I agree with the score too, man. I think Ribovics slightly had him with these Russian uppercuts were great. His combos were sick. He had the slight edge, barely, but it was a damn war, bro. Holy shit.
I agree. I don't think. Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't have been mad, no matter what. Like if they gave it to Zellhuber, I could see it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I do think Ribovics did a little bit more. To get the dub.
I got a question, Murky.
Yep.
Do you think he's going to be as big as Messi?
No. Yeah. That was fucking insane.
I was like,
that sounds like something DC would say.
DC was like, he could do it.
What an insane. Yeah. So for anybody watching or listening, last night, Esteban Ribovics, I think it was pre-fight, like in the little promo video they made.
It was.
Yeah, that he wants to be. He wants to be just as big of a star in Argentina as Messi is, which, I don't even think like if he rose to become Conor McGregor level, he would be as big as Messi is in Argentina.
Sure,
you know what I mean? Like, he would have to be by far the biggest superstar the UFC has ever seen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To even come close.
That's fucking hilarious.
So
he's fucked.
Ridiculous. Your first fight of the main card between Ronaldo Rodriguez and Ode Osbourne. That was a banger too, dude. I love Ronaldo Rodriguez.
Yes, dude. He's a savage, bro. And they both hurt each other too. Remember, Ode Osbourne almost knocked him out.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
I think Ode Osbourne
in the first round.
Right
away.
Dude.
Yeah.
I think he's pretty pissed that he tried going for the triangle. I think if he would go back in time, he would keep on striking. Because you let him recover. He did. I mean, that triangle was so fucking tight, man. That actually wasn't like that was about it. But
that was locked.
Oh, that fight was wild. I think the other guy, Rodriguez, has a lot of maturing to do. He's got to get better, but he has the dog, which most people don't have.
Yeah, for sure. Dude, all the Mexicans last night just had dogs in them, bro.
Dude,
I know.
Angel
they were savages, bro.
Up until that co-main event
Co-main,
with Grasso, but Zellhuber, Renato Rodriguez, even Aldana.
Dude, I was just about to
my
say
God.
the Aldana Dumont fight, dude. That was the nastiest cut in UFC history, bro.
It's pretty bad. I'm trying to rack
Did you
my
see the
brain around that.
after, like when they actually opened it up, dude? It was like all the way to her nose. Dude.
So it went from like the top of her forehead all the way down across her eyebrow, down like almost to her eyelid, then down and across her nose.
She got a new
you could
vagina.
literally
One
separate
solid
it, dude.
fucking cut, dude.
It's a vagina on her forehead.
It was gross.
It was really bad. But yeah, I mean, dude,
She's
shout out
tough as a
Renato
brick,
Rodriguez.
dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, so let's go into that. Shout out to Renato Rodriguez. Dude, that motherfucker just heart, man. Just so much heart and determination. And he willed his way to a win at the Sphere. Incredible. But your featured prelim, Irene Aldana, Norma Dumont. Norma Dumont beat her fucking ass.
Beat her ass, dude.
Oh yeah,
Bad.
I like her. I like her in her division, especially in bantamweight. I think
Bantamweight, baby.
I think she's gonna kill it, dude.
She was holding that weight last night too. If you know what I'm saying.
Her and Kayla Harrison, they could bring some excitement to that weight class, hopefully.
Yeah. Kayla Harrison's fighting Ketlin Vieira. Juliana Pena's fighting Raquel Pennington. Norma Dumont is 8. I assume she's going to take that top 5 ranking from Irene Aldana.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, Aldana once fought for a title against Nunez, but I mean, Dumont made her look like shit last night, boy. She made her look like shit last night. That cut was all over the internet too. It was like the only thing I was seeing on the internet last night was this ridiculous gash on her forehead. I mean, just holy shit.
I want to bleeding. Dumont's tattoos in her ass make her top 5 Mount Rushmore fighters. You know?
Bro, that wagon that was the first thing we said. Damn, look at that wagon.
Throw a leg kick. Yeah.
Yeah, that was that. Yeah, that was a solid. That was such a great fight, though, man.
Donk.
And then the next two.
Yeah, so you had 2 performance of the night bonuses then with knockouts. Oh no, submission. Yeah, that's right.
Because remember, both of those fights, the person who lost was winning, and then out of nowhere got fucking caught.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know that Torres was ever winning.
I don't know that he was winning, right? And then all of a sudden out of nowhere he got knocked out.
Nah, I don't think he was really winning. Bahamundez. Nah, I don't know. I mean, it was a first round knockout. I don't think he was really winning that fight winning that round.
It may not have been that fight, but there was 2 fights last night. One was the Yasmin Souza fight, and there was another fight where the person was winning, and had him hurt, and then out of nowhere got hurt and got finished.
Yeah. Because there was really only those were the only 2 finishes. Those were the only 2 finishes on the card.
Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, I mean, Manuel Torres, Bahamundez striking is crazy. It was like he was stepping backwards and just fucking planted him, dude.
Those are nuts, man. He's not bad.
Yeah. Nah, incredible. Trains with Bilal Muhammad, so you know he's the GOAT. But the striking is good, dude. He's a lightweight too. He's fucking. Both of those guys last night looked so big for 155.
They did,
for sure.
Man.
They looked so big for 155. But I mean, incredible win for him. Ignacio Bahamundez KOs Manuel Torres in the first round, and then the women's strawweight between Yasmin Uruguay and Ketlin Souza. I mean, dude, this was. Yasmin was a minus 455 or some sites had her over minus 500 favorite.
Yep.
And Ketlin Souza literally choked her the fuck unconscious.
unconscious, dude. And she held that shit too. The
She
ref
did.
was
She
like,
did. She
get
did.
off
That's
of
pretty
her, and
cool.
she held it for like 5 seconds too.
Yeah, I didn't like
Mhm.
that, but I
I
liked
didn't
her
like that
heart.
either.
Her heart was insane because she was losing, dude. I was like, oh, Yasmin's good. Yasmin's good. But, Souza or whatever has it.
Remember,
Dude,
even
she's
my
known
wife
for
walked
that.
downstairs last night and was like, "Yeah, the girl in the green's gonna win."
Yeah.
Well, I think so that maybe maybe that I don't know. I was trying to think of maybe that was what you were talking about earlier, but I don't know. That was like different styles too, though, right? Like
Yeah.
Souza
Oh, yeah.
definitely had more power in her
Oh,
hands,
sure.
even. Like
Yeah.
she was throwing crazy hard, and I think that's how that submission. It led up to that submission, right?
Mhm.
She clocks her,
Oh,
ends
I
up taking her
hopped on
back
that
rear.
show.
She grabbed her neck so fast.
Oh,
Yep.
And she sunk it in, dude, and that was so deep.
it was,
It was
man.
over. I mean, it
Crazy
was
when
it was
people
really
just go
bad. She
out,
was,
bro. No tap, just go out.
yeah. I mean,
I'm about that. It's
Yeah,
bad
I
for
mean,
you, though.
if
Bad for
you're gonna do that in competition, that's the event to do it at, right? This
Right.
with the sphere.
Go out on your shield.
Yeah,
Die by your sword.
yeah. But shout out to Caitlin Souza with a disgusting submission victory, also in round 1. So the only 2 finishes out of 10 fights on the entire card, and both of them came in the first round. So shout out to Ignacio Bahamundes and Caitlin Souza, because that was sick. And then Josh Van, Edgar Charez.
That was
Wow.
another one.
Wow,
Charles
dude.
was beating him in the first round, and then Van just fucking found some sort of energy
Body.
in the second.
Body.
Dude. Hit him
Remember
with
the
that
body,
dude.
the
Yeah.
body punches.
Yeah.
So Joshua Van started doing some work to the body, and he hit him with one and immediately got a reaction.
Yep.
Yes, dude.
And then it
Yes.
was like, oh, okay, you didn't like that,
Yeah.
And so he kept that going, and that was rough, right? So that
Oh,
was
that's-
good too, though. Shout out to
He's
Joshua
a
Van.
tough son of a bitch too, though. Charles,
Edgar?
dude.
Dude, he's like
Both
a
of
dirty
them
little
guys.
boxer,
Yeah,
man.
Josh Van is too, for sure.
Not to
Yeah.
be a long, dirty boxer just out there. Just
Well,
like,
because Charez hurt Van early in the fight.
Oh, yeah.
First, yeah.
And Van came back and ended up getting that. I believe that was a decision win as well.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Joshua Van. Yeah, both those guys are super tough, fun to watch. Edgar Charez, he won his last fight via triangle, also after getting beat up for a while.
Yep.
Got it down on the ground and then threw up a triangle and got a submission. So any fighter that that comes to scrap always and then can pull out crazy victories or just
Like
keeps it
fucking
exciting.
Charles Oliveira.
Yeah, dude, exactly.
That's
Exactly.
some Charles Oliveira shit, dude. He'll get fucking knocked down to the ground, dude, and then somehow win the fight.
Exactly.
Wild.
Yeah.
I
And
figured
then,
out his ethnicity, man. He's. I thought he was Filipino the whole entire fight. He's the first ever Burmese fighter to compete in the UFC. It's like in South Asia. So I had no clue what he was, man. I always thought he was mixed
I
with
did not
African
know
American
that
at
either.
one point. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he
was like,
could have been.
Burmese,
yeah, Burmese. It's like Southeast Asia. Yeah, Southeast Asia. It's wild, man.
Shout out Joshua Van and
So,
being the first ever Burmese fighter.
That's
Gangsta.
sick. That's G shit.
Solid win last night for him. You're
2 weeks.
yeah.
on 2 weeks' notice, yeah.
Yeah. Your first fight of the night, the only fight on an early that they called an early prelim, but it was your first fight to kick everything off, Raul Rojas Jr. I'm not even going to pretend to attempt to say the Chinese guy's name because I know I can't.
There's some whistling involved.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit.
But yeah, dude, honestly, like Raul Rojas, definitely a character.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of learning to do too.
Well, I think people were knocking him for like asking for a $50K bonus, which I agree is crazy. But he's been doing that copying Conor McGregor
Yeah.
50 G's, baby. He's been doing that since like the beginning.
Yep.
And I don't know if he like really believed he would get a 50K. I don't think he did. What I will say, where he impresses me, besides the fact that he's 19 years old and he's beating grown ass men in the UFC,
It's crazy.
Is that fight that he lost to Christian Rodriguez?
Yeah.
He got wild, he got reckless, he gassed out.
Yeah.
And he ended up losing that fight. What I saw from him last night was way more maturity.
Sure.
Right? Yeah. He stayed composed. He didn't get reckless. He did what he had to do to get a convincing win. He was not ever in danger of losing that fight either.
No, I agree.
Unanimous decision. He got the victory. Against a dangerous guy and a veteran at that who's been around forever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, dude, at 19 years old to show that kind of IQ, not that anybody really mentions Raul Rojas and fighter IQ ever, but I think we're starting to see it. Like, I think we're starting to see it. Yeah, I think he's getting better. He's
Maybe
understanding.
give him a little bit of chance to grow, and by the time he's like 21, he may be fucking good.
Well, he's asking.
His game.
He's good now, man, and he's asking. He's 9-1. He asked for a ranked opponent.
Team,
A ranked opponent. Okay.
He's on a 3-fight win streak now. You know what I mean? So I think you got to give it to him. I think you give him somebody because he fights.
Yeah.
So right now he's in bantamweight. There's talks maybe he moves up in the future, but just because he is so young.
Give him the worst announcer ever, Dominic Cruz.
I don't
still
know
in the
who,
rankings.
Well, I don't know who. Right, I know that's ridiculous.
Give him that.
I don't know who you give him, especially because he lost to Christian Rodriguez. Christian Rodriguez not ranked.
Yeah, that's
so
tough.
I don't know if he gets a top 15 fight. I think you got to give him somebody like a test, like another version, top 20 version of like a Christian Rodriguez. They're not going to run that fight back, obviously, but somebody similar position as C-Rod.
Hear me out here.
All right.
Jose Aldo gets the next win or loss and fights one more time. Then we see Jose Aldo versus Raul Rojas, like older versus like newer versus older bantamweight fight.
Yeah, see what you're trying to do there, but that's
no
really just
way
never
in
going to
hell.
happen.
Why not?
He's on the way up, not down.
So if he loses and he signed like a 3-fight contract or something, he has one more fight to go. He goes out fighting Raul Rojas and like a Madison Square Garden or some shit. I don't know.
I'll put $5 on that happening in 2027, but
Jose Aldo is currently ranked 10. He's fighting Mario Batista next.
Yeah,
who's 11.
That's
You're
coming
saying
up.
if he loses, I mean, dude,
he
there's
loses
just no
and
way.
has one more fight on the card.
Nah, why? Why would he? That's just you're just throwing like ridiculous shit out there.
Yeah, why not?
Because it's ridiculous.
What are the odds?
It's literally never going to happen.
Are there odds?
I don't know.
It's literally never going to happen.
Give him Peyton Talbot. He's an up-and-comer in that same
fucking
weight class.
right.
Give somebody
Peyton Talbot
to kill him.
Get Peyton versus Raul Rojas.
Why not? You want to give him to Aldo, but you don't want him to fight Peyton Talbot?
They're both top 20. They're both top 20.
I think Talbot's going to fight. He's better, way better than Raul Rojas.
Yeah,
They're
so
both
you give
top 20.
Yeah, so you got to give right. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's next for him. I think you got to give him like a similar opponent to a C-Rod to try to see if he can get a win at that level first.
I mean,
Christian
Rodriguez was a fucking monster.
Christian Rodriguez is good, man.
He's still fucking good, dude.
Yeah, very good. So I think you got to give him somebody like that to see if he can get that win back. You know what I mean? But that's it for UFC 306, UFC Noche, UFC at the Sphere.
Now you don't have to say 3 names ever again.
Well, maybe we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if we can get any other events similar. Maybe we can run it back at the Sphere. Let's touch on that real quick. We spent a lot of time going through the whole card, but it's all right. We're just gonna have to. It's just gonna be a little bit longer of an episode, folks. Buckle in. What did you think about the Sphere as a venue?
Oh man.
I mean, I will say that whole in between fucking fights, the changing of the scenery, that right there alone is fucking cool for production or for the future if it ever happens again.
Mortal Kombat, bro. There's one scene in the Mortal Kombat movie where Johnny Cage is fighting Kano. it was right behind you during like the main event. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, it was
so
sick.
the whole thing was like a video game. I love it. I'm kind of sad. There's only going to be one time it's going to happen.
Somebody asked Dana, like, you did it for Mexican Independence Day. How about you do it on the 4th of July for Americans? Do the history of American fighters.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, dude, it's just was it everything that he said it was going to be? I think so.
I think if you were there live,
yeah,
absolutely.
Well, and that's an interesting point I was going to bring up too. Like, to be honest, what they did for your viewing experience, just watching at home, I thought was incredible. Like,
it was.
They had a different kind of camera angle from the top of the seats that showed over the entire arena, and then to where you could kind of watch those 90-second movies as if you were in the Sphere. Obviously, it's not going to be the same, but you can get the same view, because a lot of times, like, we kept saying, we're like, is stuff actually falling in there, or is that just the screen? Or like, it did feel way more immersive to me, even just as like a viewer's perspective sitting at home, than a normal UFC event, for obvious reasons. But yeah, the changing of the scenes, the movies in between, the ring girl outfits.
Oh, those were sick, dude.
We can't talk about the event or the venue and not talk about the ring girl outfits.
Those were sick.
Shit, 10 out of 10 each one.
And they were all different to the like the different scenes.
Every fight had different outfits for the ring girls.
Yeah, in the main event. Yeah.
It was nuts. Sick. Just that I think is going to get overlooked in this entire thing. Like, I think that talking point and that storyline is going to get overlooked and overshadowed by everything else that was going on at the Sphere last night. But holy shit, that was fucking so cool that they did that.
It was, man. It was incredible.
It's one of those like kind of minute details to me that really made a difference in the show.
Oh yeah.
That really made it over the top. Because those outfits were they were sick. They were top tier.
So did anybody find the Easter egg last night?
I don't even know. Nah.
Did you find it, Joel?
No. That's why I looked over for a second, because I was like, I forgot all about there being some sort of Easter egg thing. So I'm like, did anybody actually find out what the Easter egg was?
Let's prompt the audience too. So, like, I have no idea. I wouldn't even know what to look for. But if you're listening to the podcast on Spotify or Apple or Amazon Music or whatever, or you're watching this video on YouTube, you get to this point, and you've seen or heard anything about these 10 Easter eggs.
10?
That were apparently in those movies last night. Comment down below. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple, if you click the link in the description, you can send a text message directly to us. So do that. Let us know if anybody knows of any Easter eggs or what they were. I didn't even see Dana talking about it. So we'll have to. Maybe they let this play out for a little bit. People sifting through it, but I'll be really interested to see like what that was and where they were. So, but no, I didn't
find out. I'm sure somebody will, or I'm sure it'll come out eventually. Maybe somebody got it, or maybe nobody gets it, and he just tells us what it was. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Otherwise, man, just completely fucking sick event. I don't know. I mean, I don't have anything else to say besides.
Thank you. It was great.
I know. Can we please do this again sometime? You know what I mean?
These different things are cool, man.
Different scenes, different types of shit. Yeah.
There's a whole
when I was thinking about this last night too, as I was watching it. And there's a lot of criticism on the UFC for, different things that they do or don't do and whatever. And that's all fine. But like, the little stuff that it has happened over the last year, I feel like kind of for the fans in a way, for the fighters to make it cooler, more attractive, like the custom fight shorts.
Has this been one of the best years of UFC history?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, dude, the custom fight shorts, the new gloves, and now you get gold gloves, you get Contender Series gloves, you get tough gloves, you
Yeah.
get Road to UFC gloves. Having an event like UFC 300, as disgustingly stacked as that event was,
Sure.
you get this insanely overproduced, just ridiculous, movie of an event that UFC 306 at the Sphere was. I mean, it's all these little details keep getting stacked up higher and higher and higher. Can't be said enough. Yeah, I think it's incredible. He wants to win an Emmy for that event. I don't know how the Emmys work, but whatever award it is, fucking give it to him.
Yeah.
That shit was sick.
Greatest live production.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I have no idea what the category is, but yeah, fuck it. Give him an Oscar. I don't know.
Is this greatest year of UFC with the worst champions?
Oh my God. I mean, it's subjective, It's like some people like this style of fighting that's taken over.
Oh, I know.
Believe it or not. We don't, but some people do.
Yeah, it is dominant. Like, I don't necessarily like it or enjoy it as much as, a Max Holloway Justin Gaethje fight, obviously, but
yeah.
I mean, I respect it. Like, dude, you have to. You have to. But and what Merab said last night was he made O'Malley look normal. Yeah. And that's so true.
Oh, what a burn.
That is a burn.
He did.
That is sliced. Yeah.
He did. Like, and he said it in a way that, like, he gave O'Malley his props. Like, it's all respect. Their beef is squashed, whatever. All respect to O'Malley. He's an incredible fighter, and I made him look normal. And I agree. Like, I do think O'Malley is an incredible fighter, to your point earlier, Joel. Like, I do think he is that good. I don't think he's overrated. Like, I think he's incredible. I think Merab's just fucking so dominant, that's what we get. But, either way, neither here nor there.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, I guess, so on kind of our agenda, we had, last week on our last episode leading up to UFC 306, UFC Noche, UFC The Sphere, we debuted, we gave our UFC Mount Rushmores. And we kind of vowed to make this more of a consistent thing. And with last night being the, for the Bantamweight title, I think it made sense that we did our, Mount Rushmore of Bantamweight fighters. So, no preference.
Yeah.
Who wants to drop their list on me?
Joel, you go first.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
All right. So
do they have
this
to be
one was
current or all, like, this is
this is all time, right?
Mount Rushmore Bantamweights.
All right. Okay. So the Bantamweight division, in my opinion, has it's never been the strongest division in history. So it's
Correct.
The Mount Rushmore, it's not the holy shit, most, I would say my Mount Rushmore, none of my Mount Rushmore are top 10 all time.
Okay.
So, and I'll start my Mount Rushmore off with Bantamweight TJ Dillashaw on the Bantamweight Mount Rushmore. He's on mine, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm gonna next say Cody Garbrandt on my Bantamweight Mount Rushmore. I just liked him as a fighter and what his at one time his boxing was so elite. But he may not have been the greatest, but he was a champion.
It's interesting too, when it comes to Bantamweight division, there hasn't been, so the UFC only started the Bantamweight division in the late and beginning of 2011, end of 2010. So there has never really been a long reigning defending Bantamweight champion. I'm pretty sure Aljo has the UFC record for Bantamweight title defenses, and it's 4.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
you could be right on that.
Bantamweight is, fairly inconsistent. It makes this kind of Mount Rushmore thing super interesting too, because it could be all over the place.
That's why mine isn't it's not my goats. My Bantamweight goats. This is my Mount Rushmore.
Sure.
And then number 3 spot for me, I'm gonna give it to Aljo. simply because I feel like he was, he did.
He
have
has.
the
He
longest
does.
run.
He
So
does
I
have the
feel like he
most
deserves
bantamweight
to
title
be on
defenses. Yeah.
My fourth was a little tough because I have 3 names that I was deciding on.
Okay.
But I was gonna put Dominic Cruz at 4, but
It's kind of hard not to.
First ever UFC bantamweight champion.
Bantamweight champion. So
Mhm.
Dom was my number 4, but I also teeter-tottered with Uriah Faber. Like,
Okay.
so
Yeah,
I'll
let you
leave
go.
Dom at 4.
I'll let you go.
I'll leave Dom at 4, but I did teeter-totter with Uriah Faber. That was my potential.
Okay. Okay.
So you got run it down for me again.
My
UFC
4
bantamweight Mount Rushmore or bantamweight Mount Rushmore.
TJ Dillashaw.
Yep. Cody Garbrandt.
Cody Garbrandt. Fuck, you just made me forget my 3. Aljo
and
and
Dominic Cruz.
Dominic Cruz. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you could take Cody. Like, someone would disagree with me on the Cody Garbrandt thing, but I just feel like Cody Garbrandt had some of the greatest highlights. Like, he had some banger fights. Like,
Yeah, I think the rivalry with TJ Dillashaw and Cody Garbrandt was fucking sick.
Yeah, absolutely. And if I'm gonna put TJ on there, I feel like you got to put Cody there.
For sure.
So, all right, that's my 4. Boys, who's next?
I'll go.
All right, go ahead, drop it on me.
All right. Well,
Rafael Sonsal.
100% number 1. Shout out, Raph. You're the man.
Most decision wins in UFC history. That's a record.
What?
He holds a record. It's fact.
I mean, that's pretty sick.
It's a UFC record. I don't know how many UFC records some of these other guys got.
0.
It's nuts, man. I was going the Faber route, but he was better in another division, another weight class. So he went there, so has like Jose Aldo. You know what I'm saying? That not for me. So I went Dominic Cruz number 1.
Okay, that's fair. I mean,
and I'm just doing kind of the same way I went out there from last time, and just trying generational stuff like that. You definitely have to have Aljo in there, just because. I mean, he had a reign, dude. He had a big fucking reign, and I did not want to put both of Cody and TJ. I felt like if that's like me putting Chuck and Tito. You got to pick one, man. So
I know.
Unfortunately, I went with TJ.
Yeah, he's got to be on the 4 or in there somewhere.
Yeah, man. So I mean, and number 4th was the hardest thing for me. And as for now, it's kind of ballsy, it's kind of stupid, but even though he just lost, I like Sean O'Malley up there, man.
Okay.
I don't think.
Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. It's definitely not the end.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the sugar show.
Aside was or is, because we've talked like bantamweight's kind of like or it has been, and it's such a new division in the grand scheme of things.
So new.
Is Sean O'Malley the biggest superstar?
Yeah, like iconic, like Conor McGregor, like that kind of level of.
I mean, maybe Garbrandt, maybe Dillashaw, but like I think he's ahead of them. I think he's way more popular than they are, or were.
Do you think his popularity will fall though after losing?
Maybe a little, but not. Yeah. Nah, I think overall, I think people just like his style and stuff. So I don't. Sure. And his his social media presence, just this whole thing, whole package
dominates the internet.
Nasty. What was your 4? Run it back.
4 was Dominic Cruz, Aljo, TJ, and Sean O'Malley.
Sean O'Malley. Okay. All right.
It was tough, man. That's
hit him up, Merc.
All right. So I did go back to WEC.
You got to.
I had to. So, first on the list is Uriah Faber.
Hey, there you go, the Cali kid.
Yeah, Uriah Faber was Uriah Faber was so fucking dominant in WEC.
He was so good.
He had like I think it was 6 or 7 title defenses in a row in WEC. He was unfucking beatable at one point.
He was the face.
Yeah. He was so good. He was so fucking good. Dominant in the WEC. WEC gets bought out and merged with the UFC in 2010, which is where the bantamweight division started for the UFC. So I feel like you have to include some kind of pre-2010, contend or fighter,
Sure.
pre-2010 fighter. And from like 2000, like you can look this up, from like 2006 to 2009, Uriah Faber never fucking lost and won like 6 or 7 straight title fights.
Yep.
It was amazing.
My second on the list, I'll go with Dominic Cruz, because solely because first ever UFC bantamweight champion.
Yep.
So this is how I kind of did the list, and you'll pick up on it. Next, I did T.J. Dillashaw, the KO over Cody Garbrandt, stupid. The rivalry with Cody Garbrandt, couple title defenses, dominant fighter.
Yep.
He loses to Aljo more recently, but with a really jacked up shoulder and, whatever. But, I think Dillashaw, you got to throw Dillashaw on there when you're talking about bantamweights. Next and last but not least, I'm going to go Henry Cejudo.
Okay, because he's a double champ.
He was a double champ.
Yeah.
In the bantamweight division, one of the only double champs in the UFC. We don't have that many. You got and held belts at the same time.
Yeah.
He held 2 belts at the same time. He also defended the bantamweight belt. So it wasn't like a one and done. It wasn't a McGregor situation where he immediately dropped the strap. He won title defenses in both divisions. So again, Uriah Faber early on, dominant champion in the WEC, really not much in the UFC. His career was kind of over by that point.
Sure.
Dillashaw, solely because of kind of that rivalry with Garbrandt and the moments that he gave us as UFC fans, and what that did for the bantamweight division. Dominic Cruz, because he was the first ever bantamweight champion, and then Cejudo for the first ever double champ, bantamweight, flyweight, double champion.
Okay.
I feel like Cejudo gets so much hate, but it's the same thing. Those at that time period, same thing with Mighty Mouse.
Yeah.
People just didn't understand really how good they were with those smaller weight classes. They were not the most popular weight classes. That was the light heavyweight era.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I feel like Cejudo's double champ status kind of gets looked over. Not that I necessarily am a fan of his personally or like him. But, for me, Mount Rushmore, putting a face of a division up there, how do you not include somebody that is a double champ?
Sure. I mean, I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
Faber, Dillashaw, Cruz, Cejudo.
Not bad. We were all kind of on the same area. Aljo, I think, was left off of yours.
You guys got any honorable mentions?
I do have an honorable mention. Yeah.
I got Miguel Torres, man. Torres
was one of mine.
The WEC strap the longest, but he lost it to Cruz, I think, and it was the last WEC guy, then the first UFC champ. But
I was going to say
Jan was one of my honorable mentions.
Really?
I was going to say Marlon Moraes. Marlon Moraes, not necessarily, upper echelon. But Marlon Moraes has fought fucking everybody.
Yeah.
I think every person we've put on our Mount Rushmores has fought and either beat or lost to Marlon Moraes.
Yeah.
So that's a guy that's and he's always been up in the up top 5 guy, in his time. So, and then, dude, our boy Rafael Sunsao.
Yeah.
He's fought everyone too, man.
Yeah, he beat Aljo.
Yeah. Damn. See, that's the real honorable mention right there.
Yeah.
We got to shout him out on that one.
Shout out Rafael Sunsao, man. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of weird, man. Weird division, but coming off UFC 306 with an new UFC bantamweight champion, it only feels right to kind of do a deeper dive into the origins. because there's probably a lot of people that don't even know that the UFC didn't have a bantamweight division until 2010, 2011.
Yeah.
You know, people that didn't watch WEC, you know, didn't watch the California kid shit on everybody for 6 years.
Everybody.
He was the goat.
Everybody, dude. What a beast.
He was one of
What
my
a fucking
favorites, man. I
beast.
grew my hair out because of that dude. Like
He
a couple
has-
years ago.
He has
Both had butt chins too, bro.
Fuck you.
yeah. Team, you know, and he runs Team Alpha Male now out there in California that
Yeah.
produces a bunch of really good UFC fighters. So
Yeah.
he's transitioned his career really well now from being a fighter to being a pretty successful coach.
Coach on Tough.
He
Yeah.
has either Macy Barber or Aaron Blanchfield. One of those two, I forget.
Aaron Blanchard's from out my way. She's Jersey, so she's not
She's
out
Jersey.
there.
Macy
Remember
Barber.
when Conor McGregor told
Oh,
him
he said
to
that.
put that chin on the stage and go out there and shake it a
Yeah,
little
shit.
bit?
Oh yeah, what a burn!
That fucking guy is hilarious.
But yeah, sick. Good list.
Oh yeah.
And we can close it out. There's no UFC event this coming Saturday. Nope. And then we're back on September 28th. UFC Paris. Renato Moicano versus Benoit Saint Denis.
Great card.
Our boy fucking
Big
Matt
card.
Frivola is also fighting on that card. Check out the t-shirt if you haven't already.
Steamroller, Frivola.
That's the French roller.
Ooh,
So shout out to him. He'll be on that card. And then that gives us October 5th, which is UFC 307, Alex Pereira versus Roundtree.
that's a stacked card, bro.
Well, it is a stacked card. I'm just so sick of them shoving Raquel Pennington, Juliana Pena. Like, fuck, dude.
Dude, they
Yeah.
have to fight, dude.
I fucking hate
they have
them,
to
dude.
Get it over with.
God, I hate them.
They have to
Fucking
get it
yeah.
over
Just
with.
give
dude.
fuck them both, dude. Cut them both, and then make Caitlin Vieira and Kayla Harrison the fucking title fight.
You
They're
know what's
sick-
funny is
dude.
what. Imagine if this fight goes to a draw.
Ugh. I'll fucking
Imagine.
puke.
Does
Guys.
Dana just strip them both of the title? Like, does he just strip Raquel the title
I
and
hope.
just
I hope,
remake
dude.
a whole
Cut 'em.
entire title fight?
I think you
after
cut
that?
them both.
Dude. There's
Anyway, the
16
following-
ranked fighters on that card.
The following, that's crazy.
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
And then the following week, so this puts us looking at about the next month of UFC events. The following week after UFC 307 is a fight night on October 12th, and that's Brandon Royval versus Tatsui Taira,
Oh yeah.
which is a fire main event.
Tyre's my guy.
Yeah, Pollyanna Vienna's on that card. Hey now.
Hey.
Tuned in.
Yeah, we're in there. So, but that's what it looks like. Upcoming events, we got some fucking good ones. But after last night's pay-per-view, we do have a week off this Saturday. So
Yep.
we'll have to assess what the podcast schedule looks like next weekend. UFC 306, UFC the Noche, UFC at the Sphere.
Breaking news: Robert Whitaker revealed that his scheduled fight between Khamzat Chimaev next month will be a 5-round fight.
Yeah, as it should, right? Why would it be?
Yeah, but it was a 3-round fight first.
Oh, because it's not a main event.
Yeah, it's not a main event,
Oh,
so it'll be a 5-round fight.
So I'm talking.
that
That's
probably-
what I'm talking about.
that plays into Whitaker for sure. That helps Whitaker.
Yep, I agree.
Anyway, man, we've been going. This is like our longest episode in a while.
Yeah, we didn't even touch MSG.
Yeah,
Announcement.
MSG did get announced.
John Jones, Stipe,
November
main.
16th, John Jones, Stipe. You have the co-main is Michael Chandler versus Charles Oliveira. Michael Chandler no longer waiting for the Mac to come back. You also have Bo Nickel on that
Paul
card as
Craig.
well. Bo Nickel, Paul Craig, correct. So,
Yes, sir.
I'm going to that.
So am I.
I talked to the wife today. We're good. We'll be in New York City at Madison Square Garden November 16th for, I believe, UFC 309. John Jones versus Stipe Miocic.
Wonder when the tickets are going to go on sale.
Say less,
know.
bro. I'm in that ass. Watch. I'm there. I'm looking up tickets right now.
They're not on sale yet.
Oh,
So I looked at that last night. Tickets are not on sale yet, but when they do go on sale, I'm buying them. I was looking at hotels today.
I'll sleep
So,
on the street. I don't give a
We'll
fuck.
figure it out, but we're going to make it
On
happen.
the street. Hell yeah.
But yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
right,
if you're
bro.
not already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the thumbs up, drop a like on the video. As always, fucking, keep it frosty. I don't know.
Keep it frosty.
Frosty.
Yeah, keep it hot. See y'all boys
Yeah.
on the next one, baby.
See you later, guys.